guys, it's Diana again. I am here to help you bind off your project because you have a bookmark that I hope you have made for me, and I hope it looks something like this, a little bit longer perhaps, but it should have ridges, it should be the same on both sides, and it should not be curling anywhere. You should have a little tail on one end. It doesn't matter if your tail is on this side or that side. It makes no difference at all because this is garter stitch and it's symmetrical. You should, however, have 10 stitches still on your needle. So if that's a problem, then we need to reassess. There are many ways to get these stitches off of your needle and finish your project. I'm going to teach you the most basic type of what's called a bind off, and later on, if there is interest and desire of people in this channel for me to show you different kinds of bind offs, I can definitely do that, because as you can see, this part of like the cast on that I showed you is stretchy, right? The bind off that I'm going to be showing you today is not stretchy. I do know a stretchy bind off, but it is harder to teach, and so I want to teach you guys a couple more stitches before I get into that. So we're going to start basic. Again, you got to crawl before you can walk, and then we will work on something else. So what you're going to do is you're going to knit just like you've always done. And what I want you to do is be intentionally loose with your knitting, super loose, like just let it go. Like don't be hung up on keeping things within a certain tension, like be loose. Once you've knit, go ahead and put that stitch back on the needle. I know that's weird. Ooh, and did it pop off? It sure did. Let me try again. Grab the stitch, put it right back on the needle. Okay, so now we're gonna do something a little different, but you got this, I know you do, boo. We're gonna do a knit two together. So I'm putting my needle through 2 stitches at once. Do you see what I've done? I've put them back through the back loops, and I'm going to go ahead and knit through both of them and pull that stitch through. Again, being as loose as I can. Put that back on the needle, then come back through, knit again, put that back on the needle. Oops, I'm wildly off camera. Go back through. Put that back on the needle. Knit 2. Put that back on the needle. Oop, it fell off. Try again. All right, there we go. That's what happens when you try to go slow. All right, there's 2. Pull that through, back on the needle. Pull through 2. Almost done. Almost done. Yep, I'm struggling with that one. There we go. Just go loose. Like really, honestly, the thing that I can tell you that will be the most helpful is be loose in your bind off, because it's not stretchy. It's very tight, and so the more loose you can be, the better. Okay, cool. So now, look at that. One of my needles is free. Okay. So what I've done, so see what I mean about it not being really stretchy. And if you want your fabric to go square, you got to be pretty loose in terms of that. So don't lose this loop. Don't do that right now. What you want to do is you want to cut it off. So I'm going to go ahead and take some scissors. You could also, if it's a natural fiber, you can just like pull it to break it. But right now I'm going to go ahead and cut it, and you want to leave a little bit of a tail. And Then you want to take this loop and you want to pull that tail through. And that, my friends, is a bind off. So you should have a nice, hopefully longer, because it's a bookmark, piece of finished fabric. So now the question is, what do I do with these ends? And that's going to be another tutorial video that I will do. But basically, I will give you a couple hints up front. What you want is what's called a yarn needle. So it's a needle that has a blunt end and a pretty large eye so that you can put the yarn through. And what you're going to end up doing is basically weaving that yarn back through the bind off edge. And you're going to do the same thing with the cast on edge, because you've got this little, I mean, unless you like weird fringe on your bookmark, which, hey, you do you. I mean, maybe you want to add lots of fringe, I don't know. But if you wanted to weave the ends in, it's not rocket surgery. You can do it. And I'm here to help you. So also check out how stretchy this fabric is. Garter stitch is cool for a number of reasons. One, it's the standard edging for lots and lots and lots of fabric that you don't want to roll, because when you do a fabric that is just knit stitches on one side and pearls on the other, which is another video that I can do if you guys are interested in. It's called stockinette stitch. The fabric tends to roll on the edge, which is not obviously optimal for lots of different applications. So yeah, garter stitch is great, and it's the edgings for sweaters, it's the edgings for sleeves, it's the edgings for hems, it's all kinds of things. Anyway, I think you should be super proud of the bookmark that you've made, and I hope that if you're interested in learning some more about knitting, that you will tune in and request some more videos. Love you lots. Bye.